Good morning. This morning I am going to pick up a welder I bought in Mississippi. It was like a fab shop going out of business, or bankrupt sale. So I got it looks like a pretty good welder for a pretty decent price. So that's what I'm doing today, amongst other things. So I'll take you along so you can take a look at my new welder. Bye. Quite the place to pick up some auction stuff out here in the middle of Mississippi. Good trip so far. Now on to my next adventure. There's the newest addition to my tools. It's a Miller XMT 350 constant current, constant voltage, and I figured I couldn't go wrong on it, and so here we go. Now I just got to get it out of the truck along with the welding cart, and that's, new toys. Everything's good. I bought this welder a few weeks ago, probably a month ago. A company went out of business, and I bought this from their liquidation auction. As you can see, it's a pretty decent welder. Miller XMT 350cc CV, which constant current, constant voltage. They had it wired up as a 3-phase, and I only have, I think, 2-phase, but single phase. I'm gonna go outside and check it out, and we'll go from there. But I went and bought a new plug to match up the plug that I have from my other arc welder, and we'll go from there. I'm gonna put the new plug on and see if it works. My understanding of how you can tell is a 3-wire 3W 240 means that it is a single phase, so it means it has 3 wires, 2 hots and a ground. So we'll go from there. So I know that I have the right receptacle, and I have the correct page from the owner's manual for the welder. So let's go do that. All right, so here is the connector I have on it currently, and I'm pretty sure this is 3-phase. The connector I bought is a from Leviton. It's a 30-50 amp dual power plug. I'm gonna wire it up as a 50 amp. So I got 2 layouts, one for the 30 amp and one for the 50 amp. So that's what I'm going to do. So first step is going to be removing this connector. Put the boot back on. And put this back in here. Tighten these back up so I don't lose everything or anything. And And I'll get the instructions for the other one. All right. All right, the new instructions, I don't know if you can see them now, but they say black and white input conductors. So 1 and 2. Don't use a red. And green for grounding. So we have green, red, and white. We're not going to use the red. We're going to flip that over and tape it off good. I'll probably put some heat shrink on it, and we'll go from there. So that's how it says to wire it up per the welder. That's directly from their book. All right, so it comes with all the individual pins that you need. It comes with instructions on how to install, and it comes with the new doohickey machine. So I'm going to read the instructions before I start doing anything, and then we'll go from there. It says I'm not using the red, so we're going to heat shrink over that. We'll cut it off in heat shrink so we don't have any stray anything. And then it says to have the white wire from tip and exposed 2.5 inch or 2 1/4 inches, and then each one of these let me take that back, start all over. So I'm not going to use the red wire. The green, which is the ground, is got to be 2 1/4 inches long, and each one of these, the white, the power lines, have to be 1.5 inch with approximately 1/2 inch exposed to fit into the blades. The blades, let me get these out, to get the correct amperage is, I think this is going to be white wire, and then this should be the black wire, and then the ground is the ground, so that'll be the ground. So let us continue. Putting them in there. The black goes here, white here, and then the ground will go up here, like so. So now I'm going to prep the wires, as I just said, and then I'll come back. All right, so I cut it back to 2 1/4 from the tip of this to here. I'm going to cut this off and put some heat shrink on it so that it does not interfere with anything. And then these two have to be cut back to 1.5 inches approximately. So that means they will be cut back to approximately right there and right there. So they're really not too extremely long, but we're going to do it exactly per the instructions. So I'll have you back in a minute. All right, I cut it off. Now I'm going to
shrink up that little piece there so that I don't have any problems, even though it's not connected to anything. You know what I mean? It won't be able to jump out and bite anybody. So there we go. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Alright. Now, next step is cutting these all other ones off to 1.5 inches approximately, which puts them right there. So we'll do that, and then we'll strip them. My dikes, I've seen better dike days. There's one. And then the other one will be consistent with that. And we're gonna cut that sucker off. There we go. So now they're both cut off. And now I gotta strip them back. Well, one of them's shorter than the other. I'm a dumbass. It said to strip them back approximately 1/2 inch. Let's make sure we got 1/2 inch. That one's exactly 1/2 inch. That's 1.5 inches. That's a little less than 1.5 inches, but and then 1/2 inch goes to here. Make sure again. Yep, that's 1/2 inch. I don't want to cut it too hard and lose any of the strands. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then this one. Don't want to lose the strands. Come on, man. I know. Just doing your job. There we go. I might have to do that one a little longer. There we go. All right, so there we go. We got 3 of them. And they're ready to go. Got a little of a conundrum. It says insert only the stripped ends of the conductors inside the terminal clamps as follows: black hot wire to brass clamp, white neutral wire to silver clamp, and green to bare ground wire to green clamp. So the green clamp, I can see it's got a green screw, but both the black and the white have the same color clamp and screw. So I don't think this one's any different. So I don't know. I'm just gonna go with it. Go away, I think it is. And then it says to insert and then tighten, and then replace selected blades and proper make note of terminal screws, and replace cord clamp, and blah blah blah. So here we go. We're gonna do this. Start with the ground and insert the black into the clamp. So there we go. We got that all hooked up. Looks like some kind of crazy aardvark. Next step, it said, is to insert all the... Man, I wasn't wrong. I gotta put this on the other way or it doesn't fit. So I got those two in. No problemo. But the ground has to come back off one last time. As you can see, because it won't fit in the slot because it's backwards. So that's what I give for following instructions. But, oh well, we got it. Alright, as you can tell, it's tight. So make sure these other two are tight, and then we'll continue putting this puppy together. I think we're good to go. Okay, so here we go again. Green in, white in, black in. All seated and ready to go. And nothing is touching nothing. The red is way down there, not close to anything. So there you go. All good to go. Alright, I'm going to put the back cover on. Alright, so we got the wires in. Everything is hunky-dory. The next step is to put the cord clamp. This is the cord clamp that I did not install yet. But I had to get all that other stuff done before I installed the cord clamp. And this is what's going to hold the stress of the cord, not the pins. So, let's see what it's going to take to get this one to cooperate. Okay. I don't even know if you're in the picture. There we go. I'm putting that cord clamp on, and it's threading through the clamp, those screws. I got one started. I better get the other one started before we continue on putting the cover on. Okay, that one's started. I feel it. So we're going to tighten that puppy down. I think we got it clamped down pretty good. It's nice and tight. The red wire is not exposed. Everything else seems to be in its correct location. And now we can button up the top. There's one started. Once I get them all started, then I'll tighten them all down, and we'll be cooking with, well, not gas, because I don't have, this is not a MIG. Looks like they're tight. Tighten this clamp a little bit more, since I can. If you can't tell, it's a little muggy here in Louisiana. I don't know if you can see that sweat on me. I'm not doing anything but just taking a morning sauna out here in the shop. All right, so there we go. Got it all installed, looking good. I'm plugging it in. It's plugged in. This is the first time I've ever turned this on, so let's see what happens. Absolutely nothing. Oh, there we go. Just had to warm up. Oh, look at this. Stick, pulse MIG, MIG, TIG, lift TIG. And I think that's all with the remote. Get all kinds of good stuff from Miller for these things. So it appears that it works. I'm going to hook up the leads and see if we can strike an arc. Look at that. All right, well, I didn't really prep it, and I got this is the only welding rod I got. It's old, decrepit, previously used. I didn't prep very good for this, so let's even see if I can get it to strike an arc with this. All right, as you can tell, this means nothing. This is me trying to strike my first arc on this thing without killing myself or breaking anything, so. Holy shit. I think I just welded my vice grips on there. I can tell this is going to take me a lot of practice. Thanks for watching. I know it wasn't a car thing, but it's something, and I enjoy doing this stuff, so subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.